mic. Everybody wave. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 9 of the Lost Tales of Uzoya. As you can see, this half of the screen is black, and that's because neither Nif or Neo will be able to join us today, but that's okay. We still have the majority of the cast. We have a show today. I'm a little off keister, but it's okay. We'll get over it. But no, let's start by introducing ourselves, our characters, and all that good stuff. And of course, Spirit, you gotta come up with the thing for us to answer about our characters, for our characters, all the good stuff. So kick us away, good sir.
Oh dear. Um, what to think of? Was totally not prepared for this, even though I knew it was gonna happen. um, all right, I guess we'll go with that then. Anyway, I'm Spiritus Lupus, the wonderful, or maybe wonderful. I don't even know anymore. GM of this thing, as we get off. Um. I guess last time I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I did favorite drink. So this time will be favorite food and why. And Carver is not allowed to say cheese sticks for obvious reasons. It's too late.
Oh, I have another answer in mind.
Oh my
Good.
god. Oh no. Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Hi everyone, I'm Rob the GM at Robbie Rollin on Twitter, and tonight, well, to distract myself from the fact that Noir shoved tortillas in my face, I'm going to be playing Denik Drenan Thuendil, the, as we've learned, exile dwarf ranger with his trusty sidekick Bear Falano. And his favorite food, it'd be like some dwarf stuff. So probably some kind of like cream of mushroom based soup, like a nice hearty soup.
Okay.
Alright, good sir, Mr. Noir.
Okay. Hi, I'm Noir Enigma. You can find me everywhere as Noir Enigma. Uh,
Who are you playing?
I'm playing Carver the Barbarian, and I'm already a little tipsy from my Sprite and vodka. And my favorite food would be mm, omelets.
Mm.
Colorado omelets. That's what Carver likes from the fantasy realm of Colorado.
What are Colorado omelets? Like, what's the difference between that and a normal omelet?
They have they have steak, peppers, tomatoes, and you eat them with salsa, and it's fucking delicious.
That just sounds like how I eat my eggs in general. I always put salsa on them. I'm
Yeah,
Texan.
but you
So,
close enough.
yeah, it's like salsa on everything. Hi everyone. I'm Rosie, our Vale. This is my channel. Today I shall be bringing with you Tegan the Beautiful. She is a half-orc champion paladin of a fertility goddess who is out to deliver an important baby. I don't think it's gonna happen in the next 3 days of streaming, but maybe season 2. That being said, her favorite food is angel food cake smoothies from Smoothie King, but replacing the soy with whey. Like, replacing the soy with whey because soy is inferior protein powder compared to whey. So, that's that. Hey guys, guess what? This is a viewer affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. For every 100 videos, you can give us a hero point. For every subscription, you can give us a nat 1 or a nat 20. Or, with your straight up money of $5 or more through Streamlabs or Coffee, you can You can either make us roll on a magic surge table, you can just make shit happen if you have an idea, to the DM's discretion. Like, we haven't had too many crazy things happen on this particular stream, I think, from donations. But the other ones can get interesting. Book clubs, dungeons, volcanoes, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you can do here on this channel. For those of you who are going to stick around and hang out with us and play. And without further ado, Rob, go ahead. Rob. Blah! Spirits. See, we didn't have gift yesterday, so I just expect that we're... Spirit, please take us away, good sir. I'm going to shut up and drink my whiskey now.
So last time, on the Crazy Show, or Wild Ride, or whatever you wish to call it, Orc Dating Sim, Baby Catching 2.0. There was very sweet, very tender moments. Avari and Danik got to discuss things as they were, and technically by their own rules, get married.
It's true. I don't think Danik had a choice anymore at that point.
Oh, he had a choice.
Yeah.
Always have a choice. But,
Considering I made the rules, I think I did have a choice.
yeah.
I don't make the rules except for the ones I literally just made up.
Literally just made up, okay.
But after that, there was some, spooky ghosts, that imparted upon some, words of wisdom.
Oh, that's right. They had the spooky audio that you put together that nobody could hear because I didn't have a file.
Yeah. It's fine. It was super spook.
Yeah. Our reactions tell it. Whenever this gets uploaded on YouTube, the spooky will be on there. I promise I'll put it there.
Okay. I know I put it out for y'all. So the rest of the night passed on there. As you wake up, Avari seems to be really enjoying her sleep for the day after getting her dose of excitement. You left her pretty tuckered out. So she is still asleep. However, I think that Mr. Moadi is too absorbed in his book to really notice anything. And will probably not notice if you make your escape.
We're just gonna leave them. We're just gonna we're escaping them.
I mean, you could be escaping the whole polar region, which has been nothing but.
You're just gonna leave them in the Arctic.
No. Hard pass on that one.
Hard pass. We
For
still
sure.
We still have some ruins to discover.
That's my wife.
To go through, right? Are we by these? We by these ruins? So I don't think it's so much as escaping, as it's like,
Scouting ahead.
Scouting ahead.
Yeah.
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 You have one person who can heal, two healers and going to make sure Carver doesn't die, and then one healer to stay with Moadid, as he seems to be like going over some stuff, I'm assuming. But there are lookouts, I guess. All right.
I was gonna say I could attempt to do a shitty Moadid impression.
Oh, I mean,
Go right ahead, Carver. Try. Like, we've did impressions of you while you were out, so I don't see why.
You two go ahead. I'll be fine. I'm just gonna be in my books, reading and reading. No big deal. Please, I don't mind at all. You're all wonderful.
Yeah. Wow, that was.
That's actually pretty.
That wasn't. I thought that wasn't so bad. I think you did.
I've been working with him a lot while he teaches me words. He's always
I can
saying,
tell.
Yeah, I like to pay attention to people. He's a really good guy. He goes, Cover, it's no big deal. Just relax. I'll tell you how to say these words. Don't be frustrated. And then I'm all like, well, I am frustrated. And he goes, calm down. You'll never figure it out if you're angry. You have to breathe, Carver, breathe.
How do you get your voice so different?
I don't know. It's just a talent. You think anybody would be interested in that?
Hey, I'm sure there's got to be some kind of market for that.
You know, Carver, maybe you should consider going into theater.
Hey,
I mean, I don't know that there's enough makeup in the world to make this look presentable to folk.
Well, Carver, my understanding is that perhaps instead of trying to put the makeup on your scars to make you look better, the story revolved around a tragic hero who must overcome, or maybe he's stuck inside of a theater and he's in love
Hey.
with someone and he has to wear a
oh,
mask.
if only there was a story where there was a character that wore a mask that covered half of their face.
Oh,
That
just
would be
ridiculous.
really
That
helpful.
would be incredibly helpful. I think
That's just ridiculous. I mean,
How would that even work? Why would he wear that mask?
yeah,
There's no reasoning.
I'm pretty sure we can find a bard here who can manage to write the story catered around this.
this.
Off in the distance, you just hear a random, quit your griping, you got a girlfriend, didn't you?
Who the heck was that?
Well, I don't.
Was
I
that
don't
John?
know.
Did John? Is
I
John
think so. I think so.
Is John following us?
Oh, get back to work on the wall.
Wow.
Lazy.
The entire
What are we paying you for?
the entire subcontinent is dependent on you, friend, to get that wall done.
Yeah, that small section of wall. That's what kept us all
You
safe.
just-
Aye.
Listen,
just hear
listen.
yell
It
back,
only takes a
"Not
tiny
if
hole
you
in a condom to
got
get
it."
pregnant. So I'm just
Wait,
saying.
what?
It just takes one tiny hole.
Are
in a
you
condom.
telling me that walls are just military contraceptives?
Yes, that's exactly what they are. Yes. That is quite what I am saying. Yes.
Oh man, what does it mean that I knocked down those walls?
I think it means that you need to consider other forms of contraceptive.
I think it means that I'm very aggressive.
So does that make pacifism abstinence?
Yes, I do believe so.
Right.
Are you a pacifist?
No, you've seen me fight, so no.
No, I have not seen you
They
fight.
don't know what passive aggressive is.
Weren't you all supposed to go ahead and start scouting? What are you doing? Just sitting around talking? I'm sorry, Baldy.
You were just. That was just you, though. That was you doing an impression. I don't.
Oh, wait.
Modi's sitting right over there reading.
Oh, wait.
Quit doing that impression of me, making people think it's me.
That is no. Carver, I'm looking at you. I can see your mouth moving as the words come out of your mouth.
Quit doing that impression of me.
Tegan is gonna squat. Really is gonna squat and look over at Dinnick and be like, "Oh, Dinnick, hello, how are you? I'm Ari, and I love you."
It doesn't. Okay, there's so many. There's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot of. Let's just start at the top layer of like, she has an accent. Like, she doesn't. It's not just that her voice is higher than yours. There's like,
I mean, I
It's
think
very
you need
hard.
to
there's so
understand.
much more.
It's
There's
quite
so
hard.
much more to that whole.
I understand,
right
but
there.
it is quite hard to do impressions when you have teeth coming out of your face.
I mean, I think you need to understand. It's hard for us to hear you smaller folk. You're all the way
Or
down
should I be
here.
yelling? Is that what you're telling me? Should I just be speaking like this from now on?
Should I just be speaking like this from now on? It actually helps
Oh,
me a lot.
that actually was not bad. Yeah, I mean, that actually wasn't that bad.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aye.
Hello.
Don't know who's talking
I
anymore.
don't know how to talk. I don't know how to talk like small Scottish gnome. I can't get it. I'm sorry.
I mean, really, I just learned this to lure people
what's a
to
Scottish?
dark corners.
Oh,
What?
sorry. I can't talk like small Uzoya gnome. Like, I'm assumingly you in the Highlands. That's what your accent is. My accent is very
I heard there could only really be one of you Highland folk at a time.
Well, only one ruler.
Alright, we should probably go scouting.
We should go scout the ruins. We're going to.
I-
We're scouting the ruins now. Keep close eye. Make sure your bear has his nose in the air. Oh, I can do an impression of him. Roar!
That was a good one. That sounds just like the
Hey, that was the best one so far.
There we go. I'm good.
Hey, that's for sure.
I feel like we're growing real close to each other. Let's see if there's anything to be seen. I kind of feel like murdering today, but not anything innocent.
Just murdering the non-innocents.
If
Understandable.
we find a puppy, we'll adopt it then.
Absolutely.
So we're going to those ruins.
There were several bad things that tried to come out of me at once, including the laughter. That was.
You okay?
I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. Let's leave it at that.
I would say in about 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
There are tiny tears.
Aw. You're
Bots.
welcome. You're welcome.
As you get closer, you kind of see what you'd seen before. There is the courtyard. That is kind of leads around what looks like this castle, or a ruined portion of the castle. The only thing remaining is a tower which looks clean and pristine.
Not ruined like the rest of the place?
Now,
It's not leaning at all, like it's perfectly straight up.
It's like a white spire amid an ocean of destruction. If I can have a better picture.
Now, I don't want to speak out of turn, but that seems like it might be important.
It does seem rather
A
suspicious.
bit derivative? No.
You're local, technically, Derek. What used to be here before there were ruins?
Well, I suppose I should make a roll to see if I know that, eh? Mr. Game Master. I'm guessing that'd be... Or would that be a society check? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, well. That'll start the night off well.
Oh, that is good.
Natural 20.
Not bad.
I'm so about out of it. What were you exactly looking for so that way I can...
I was asked what was here before there were ruins. Like, what are these ruins of?
Yeah.
So I want to know that.
You know, or at least the people, the history of your people, knew of many great buildings within the land. Especially kind of keeping tabs on ones that were not built by dwarves, because obviously you always keep an eye on your competition to see if they're better than you, and if you're better, you adapt their ways and make them better, so that way you are truly better. Um, it used to be quite a number of years ago. There was a great commission done that would have been kind of the palace for the High King. Though by looking around, it's been in ruins for at least 100 to 200 years. You're not exactly sure why it was abandoned, but you do know that it stood for 400 or 500 years before it was abandoned, and then over time has become destroyed.
Hmm. What about was was it the town? Was it just a palace? Who lived here before? Do you know any of that?
I don't know, do I?
I'm having really hard issues with this.
You okay?
I'm having like volume and clarity issues, and I don't know what's up on my end. So it's kind of I'm trying to figure out what to say because like it's I don't know I'm just having
Can you?
clarity issues.
Is it hard to hear us, or
A little bit.
is it hard to hear me, or is it just hard to hear or all of us?
It's kind of all of you. It's just
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out why because all of my volumes are up and I should be able to hear just fine. Anyway,
Also, do you need
well,
some water?
I have water right here.
Okay, it's just I'm just checking on that.
So what was the question again? So I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out based on his nat 25, like his nat 20, if he knew like not necessarily like just the building, but like if this place was a town, if it was a city, if it was just like a palace, like did someone rule from here, that kind of stuff.
It was a palace that was mostly ruled from. Seeing a few of the scattered buildings, you kind of gather there was a small castle town around.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing big or extravagant except for like the ruins of the castle itself.
Okay. Does this pristine looking tower, does it look like it was, does it look like that it was at least part of the ruins once, or does it look like that it's something and was thus just kept up compared to the rest of everything, or if it's something that was built there brand new?
It looks like it was once part of the ruins, but there since has been restored to a certain degree. It also, with that, you do notice that there's something ominous about it.
Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit closer, not to like, just so that like my vision is a little bit better to see some of the stonework. I would like to look to see if there's any sort of like religious or occult symbols of any sort
Okay.
hanging around this area. Would that be a perception?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A 20. 30.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me look at let me look at something real quick.
Oh, now I'm in the red.
Research on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
you do see some religious symbols.
Okay.
I'm looking through stuff to figure out what works better. Because
Yeah. Should I go ahead, like, while you're looking at that, roll, since I found the symbolism, should I roll religion or should I roll occult? To know what these
religion.
are. Religion? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not great. 'Cause they're not familiar to me.
Still double digits.
It's still double digits, yes. Do I have the reroll? I do have... I do have a hero point. I will go ahead and use one of those hero points, I think, that I have hanging around, just because why not? I have them. So we'll do that religion one more time. Watch, it's like so much fucking worse. I can only get like a 9 at the least, so it can't be that much worse. Alright. It's much better, much better. Oh, I can't quite, I'm like rubbing my eyes. Alright, now I see better. I need to get glasses, maybe.
you kind of see a mixture of symbologies. From what you can see, there is slight notions of a kind of a group of people, which you would know as the Whispering Way.
The Whispering Way.
They are cultists of that believe undeath is the truest form of existence. And,
not good.
They try and prepare themselves for transition into a more glorious life after death. And you do see some depictions of a couple of different gods. Mostly Rovagog, who is also, you would know, is known as the Rough Beast. He is truly the god of destruction. And the other is Asmodeus.
Okay. Well then.
Known as the Prince of Darkness. Rule over contracts, prides, and
There's a moment where you just, as Tegan is standing there, her companions will just hear her probably say in Orcish, fuck that. Fuck that real hard. Do not, so it's Asmodeus and who else?
Asmodeus, I'll put it in. I need to make sure I spell it right.
Is it Orgathoa, is what I heard?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
standard.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I spell it right.
Yeah, I'm looking at the deity wiki right now. So, like, we're good. I play Pathfinder. I know my Pathfinder. That's... yes, well, that is certainly... I'm gonna turn to my companions. We should definitely be on our toes. Shall...
As soon as you say that, I just grab Rebecca.
Yeah, I am...
Yannick goes on his tiptoes.
Are these, Oh,
It's an expression.
Okay,
you don't actually have to be on your toes.
Well, actually, it's a common dwarf tactic because we're pretty short, so even a little bit of extra height to see things come in.
You know,
Right.
the offer I made to a party extends to you if you need a spot on the old shoulder. I got you.
Idwar, you are very strong, Carver, but I'm much heavier than Avari. Like by a lot.
I could carry you, Carver. Do you need me to carry you?
I mean, if you want to carry me, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Do you
Just gotta
prefer... Do you prefer piggyback or or bridal style or
I
over
mean,
the shoulder? I can.
it's been a very long time since anybody's cradled me, so I'm kind of partial.
I'm gonna just. I'm
Bridal
just.
style.
I'm just going to like. Well, this is good because this will be good technique for you to learn for when you propose to your girlfriend when we get back.
I mean, yeah, you're jumping the gun a little bit there, but I mean,
What's
I
a gun?
understand.
Hey, Carver, what's a gun?
It's a mechanical.
At this,
Oh, go ahead.
it's at this point that um, what's his name?
What is it?
Jon Snow.
I know his name and I'm blanking.
John? Robert?
Flannel?
Richard?
No, flannel.
Oh.
Flannel. Kind of stands up on his hind legs, puts a paw over his mouth.
So I'm gonna go up to Carver. It's like, Dinnick, keep watch. This is important.
I'm on my toes.
Good. I'm gonna go up to Carver. Okay,
And
You
so is flannel.
you have to remember that so that your back does not give out, you have to lift with your legs. So she's going to like, she's going to squat properly. She's gonna put one arm underneath like between your knees and kind of like one to your back, and as she like stands up, just kind of motion you to just like a
Like
baby.
he just leans into it. And kind of like
As you're
hand
like
on the chest,
holding
like-
it. There.
Oh.
That is. Do
Oh,
you
this-
feel better?
this is real nice.
I am told that I have an excellent bosom to rest against. As
You know, I can confirm it. I haven't really rested against many bosoms, but in terms of the ones that I have, this one is.
and I'm in plate armor too, so it's just to say it's not very soft. You're not getting the full.
This is the tops.
There you go. It's like so.
You sure,
I mean-
you sure you can handle this? Is there too much weight for you?
No, you are it's not like you're wearing any armor. You're quite fit, good sir. That being said, I do need my hands free just in case we get attacked. by
Of course,
undead.
of course.
But
Just,
I
just
did
one
want
more
to
moment.
I did want to show you proper technique. When we're
Uh-huh.
done, I will allow you to practice. And
Okay.
I will just like sort of like stretch my arms and like lean so that you can just like slide off of them.
he roll like he does a full-on roll and kind of gently plummets to the ground. That was real good. I like that. That's a real trust building exercise.
Dinnick, do you need any lessons on properly bridal style?
I recommend it. She's got a real comfortable bosom.
Oh, I think I'd be okay. So these gods, the symbols.
Oh no, they're bad news. Bad news. First of all,
Oh,
Asmodeus, this whole Prince of the Underworld thing, we just don't. Levels
Not
of hell,
about that at all.
not great. Definitely not
Aye.
about that. This one though, I do find it interesting. Like Ruvagug, he's It's very interesting because normally the Whispering Way has things with some other gods, so choosing Ruvagug is an interesting choice. He doesn't like Serene very much. I don't know if you know anything about Serene, but he's kind of like a maw, and almost just this disgusting creature with its all face and teeth and spider legs just coming out of it. It's not good. I don't like him. I don't like this god. So, interesting choice of worshipping. Not good choice of worshipping, but interesting choice to see that perhaps these gods. That being said, forgot. And I'm gonna like pause for a second, and I'm going to look around at the ground. I rolled pretty high enough for this, and I'm gonna be like, if the ground starts to shake or rise or anything of large being, like if you see a creature the size of a mountain, don't even bother running, we're fucking dead. Okay? So,
I wasn't
yeah.
worried about that until you said that, and now I'm mortified of it.
It's just that, um,
Is that likely to be here?
the Rovagog has a herald. And, that herald is, I don't know if you know what they,
There were mistakes made.
there were mistakes made.
There were
It's.
mistakes.
Do we have to
As I
retcon?
was trying to. Not necessarily. Well, a little bit.
Okay.
You can see faint traces of Roborock, sure.
Okay.
As destruction and things.
Yeah.
But you see a very more presence of Ugrethrower.
You okay? Okay.
Yeah, that made more sense. I was going back and I was looking at it and I'm just like.
I was like Rovagog. Oh no, Tesseract. Okay. But luckily that is just fate. There is a more typical god here. We don't have to worry. That is, I'm not weirded out by, and I kind of point out, like on some of these stone fixtures, like this fly, but like the body of this fly is like a skull.
That's very
She's a
interesting to be
goddess.
sure.
She's not good. I don't like her.
Oh,
Yeah.
how not good? In what way?
I mean, she raises the undead. There is nothing good about that. Nothing good about that.
That
nothing.
does make sense.
Yes, nothing good about that.
Well, should we run away or do we run towards, or do we keep moving forward and try to kill it?
I suppose that's the four of us, Valermo, including, of course. As long as we are careful, I would not recommend possibly going inside until we are all together. But perhaps exploring some of these older ruins might give us clues to what's inside until we are joined by the others. That's my suggestion as far as that. If we are led on the inside, then God's help us all.
All right, well, I'll follow your lead. You just point me into the direction of the thing that you want me to kill, and I'll kill it.
I'll look around. And what is one of the more intact ruins here? That's obviously not the Spiral Tower.
I. Most everything's in shambles.
Mhm.
There's some residual structure. The most intact thing near the tower is probably like the castle proper.
So we go ahead and...
Because it would have been more structurally sound.
Yeah.
More time put into its construction.
Let us go and see if perhaps there are any clues to this tower within. I mean, there could be a library preserved, a cellar that we can find. There could be wine. There's always wine. Let's if that is what the rest of you want, if you want to storm the tower, we can storm the tower. I'm just making my suggestions based on I'm not that kind of paladin. I just deliver babies.
I'm always one to storm a tower, you know.
Well, that's a whole castle. You could go storm it.
I mean, I'm for it, but if you all think it'd be smarter not to, then y'all make the good decisions. I just like getting myself all messy like.
What do you think, Dennis?
Well, I wouldn't lie. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind checking out the tower before Vari goes in it, just to see how safe it is, and if we need the help, we can go back.
Gotta make sure it's safe for your sweetheart, huh, buddy?
And whatever you can do, right?
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Alright, well, I'm fine with the tower then.
Swear, y'all be just the cutest little couple.
Was that a short joke?
Huh?
Was that a short joke?
Maybe just a little bit.
Was that a short joke?
I can't stop. I got a small problem.
Oh, is that a short joke?
Just a wee one. Oh no.
Oh. Okay, this has to stop sometime. I know that might be a tall order. Oh wait, no.
I think I'll stop shortly.
Oh, this is the absolute height of coming. Oh wait, no.
Tegan is just standing there, like, staring at the two of you, like, just line face, like you see in anime. Like,
How long can this go on?
Probably briefly.
I mean, do you need me to time you? I have a timer on. I have an hourglass. We can. Or do you want to go storm the tower? What's that? It's your
Rebecca,
choice.
and he makes his way towards the castle.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna go knock it down. There it goes.
So I'm going to the castle.
Okay.
Just gonna go. You gonna go to the castle or the tower? There's two different buildings.
Fuck. I'm going to the. He starts to walk towards the castle, then he turns and heads towards the tower.
Oh, there you go. That's the right way. Good job, Godfrey. I'm proud of you.
I figured it out.
As you try and breach the door in very Kara-esque fashion, you are repelled backwards, almost seeming like you hit a wall and were repelled at the same amount of force that you put in to breach the door.
Magic.
Well, there goes that idea. I'm gonna go join him, and
Maybe I just need to hit it harder.
no, I don't think that is. I do not.
I hit it harder.
Oh goodness. There's gonna be nothing left of you for a poor for you girl when you get back.
What happens when I hit it harder?
We're gonna bring Rebecca back
Okay.
and just be like, he's gone. He just ran into a wall.
So you line up, right? You swing it from the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you figure you're about to hit the door, maybe
Rebecca!
off of the door, you feel the repulsing force hit, and as you are repelled backwards, you are spinning in the opposite direction from your swing.
I just take a few steps back to get out the fucking way.
Yep, he's become a deadly spinning top, you guys.
Oh goodness.
I feel like it's starting to give.
If you just spend, matter of years more, you might knock down this one section.
It's not the wall. If it was the wall will come down. I'm very good at breaking down walls. It's the magic.
Yeah, not the invisible ones. Did it seem like he ran? Did it seem like there's like a barrier around the building itself, or he just went to hit the door and there was there's like a threshold just in the door, or is it the entire building?
From what you can tell, it looks like the entire thing is surrounded by a protective barrier.
I'm going to go up to it and just kind of give it a small touch with the back of my knuckles To I don't know, to maybe test its just investigating
You
it
can-
in a arcanic type way.
Yeah.
All right. No, I have no idea. We have to go back and get the wizard.
Wait, hold on. I think I got an idea. I
Oh,
step back a couple of feet
but I'm gonna get.
and I throw
Are you-
Rebecca.
Um,
Rebecca!
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to
lower
get
high.
away from the wall as the axe goes flowing.
Hold on. Hold on. Lower high.
Let's go low. Why not?
Let's fuck this
Was
wall.
that a short joke?
Jesus.
Oh.
Christ.
Just a
Okay.
tiny one.
Okay. Well, you
Had it up to here
throw
with
the
these.
axe north. You throw the axe, and it sails end over end. When it comes in contact with the barrier, it
Mhm.
is repelled at you would expect to hit a wall. It was repelled at the exact opposite angle that it hit the thing in, but is repelled with the exact same amount of force it hit it, instead of losing force. So it bounces on the ground and buries itself, like inches from your feet.
I think we're getting somewhere.
I
Alright,
don't.
y'all got
I
any
don't,
ideas?
No, I don't think that we are getting anywhere.
Even with that, Tegan, you can tell that it's not wavering at all.
This is some powerful barrier magic. We are probably not equipped. I'm going to squat down, and I'm gonna start digging through the snow, kind of like keeping my knuckles grazing against the barrier, and I'm gonna see if the barrier magically goes underground. I'm gonna ask Hulanel for help.
As you,
He's much better. He has
Um,
bigger claws than me.
Final.
Yeah.
You didn't make all claws.
Yeah.
as
Was that a
you
tall
get
joke?
Lower and lower.
Mhm.
As you get lower and
No.
lower,
Oh, you said big.
you can
No.
Hey.
you can tell that it does exceed to the ground, or
Okay.
recede down to the ground. Digging a bit, you feel that there is like like as you dig it, there isn't any under it for like a moment,
Uh-huh.
and then you feel the resistance.
So it's almost like it's not naturally there, but like the barrier almost stretches to follow wherever
Correct.
okay. I stand up and it's like turn to the boys. I think perhaps we should investigate the rest of the ruins. We might get a clue as to how to break through this.
Hey. Makes
It
sense.
It is definitely underground. It seems to follow us as Philano tries to dig. So my only assumption is that it would do the same if we were to drop down bird style from above. So let's see if we can if there is any clues that we can
Alright,
find.
I just want to try one more thing.
Oh God, Carver, okay. Don't kill yourself.
He's going to rage, and then he's going to run full speed and drop kick the wall. Both feet.
I mean, I live for this. Let's do it. He's trying everything that he knows that he can do, and it's punching.
I killed a
kicking.
man with this move once.
All right.
That's how I met him,
Hello.
actually.
Hyla.
Hi.
How far away did you go, Nor? How far away
He
did
ran
you
from
go?
20 feet to gather Steve and then drop kicked.
I give him at least that. He is athletic.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna like this answer.
Eh?
He's going to break his foot.
No, he doesn't break his foot, but he does take 15 points of bludgeoning.
That sounds like a broken foot.
He is propelled backwards 20 feet and has to deal with the falling damage of 20 feet.
It shot me into the sky?
It's like propelled
no.
you like parallel, so
Oh.
to the ground, but like because of like the force, and when you fell from it's the same. Yeah.
Please tell me that the door made a like bang
Yes.
sound when he repelled off of it.
Sure. And it's just 7 points of damage because I forgot it was half.
Gotcha. Because he's raged, right?
Distance minus 5 divided by 2.
Yeah.
Alright, that didn't work.
No, I think we've
Who could have seen
established
that
that
coming?
physical force does not work. Unfortunately, that is what the three of us are most capable of here, as far as solving problems. So we'll
Yeah, I
have to
used literally every trick in the book.
just the ones that you know. I'm sure there are more tricks.
I mean, in terms of tricks, the ones I pulled out were pretty good.
Except they didn't.
Sure.
They didn't work, so I wouldn't say that they were good at all.
At least I'm trying, Tegan.
I
Just like pounce.
I'm not trying to insult you, Carver. I'm just saying that clearly, if one physical aspect does not work, what makes you think that other physical aspects will? It's all the same.
That man that I drop kicked to death, I slung Rebecca twice and missed. It wasn't working. You had to change things up. So I looked like I was retreating, and then I kicked him in his chest till it caved in. It's called thinking outside the box.
What?
I'm going into the castle. Come, Flannel.
Yeah. Just no response
like,
to
just,
that.
Alright.
how do you get it to follow you?
Oh, I just go and he follows.
Oh,
Be right back.
okay. So, I think we're gonna go investigate the castle since we can't get into the tower. This is the plan. Alright, cool.
So, heading towards the castle, you kind of keep it low and slow, passing by a couple of shambling zombies that are kind of around, avoiding them because I assume that's what you'd like to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you can keep Carver from jumping on them. But, you get into the courtyard where you fought the shade and the plague zombies before you start making your way into the castle proper.
Mm-hmm.
walking into like there are large doors that are kind of like half destroyed. One of them kind of just hangs against the other.
Mhm.
There's a way to enter. Like the entry is still large enough that you get in no problem. But from what you can see, uh, it was indeed opulent. Not maybe borderline gaudy, if so. Um, as you enter in and start looking around, you do notice that there are like scattered things around the room. There is a slight bad smell as you continue to explore, eventually finding things like kitchens,
Mhm.
the great dining hall, things like that. The dining hall being set up kind of in a Valhallan style with a very long table, where everyone would be able to sit around and commune, make merry, enjoy food, and drink if so wish to choose to do so. Um, you do some. You're free to walk around and kind of search as you would like.
All right. Um.
I'm gonna have Flannel kind of sniff around and see if there's anything like active or like you know something that might smell like there could be a creature close by.
Mhm.
So just gotta open the little flannel page immediately. I'm guessing that's just perception. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. A whole 10.
Um, with that, he's kind of cowering a bit. Because the smell of undeath is just so rampant. It seems like it's everywhere. To him, there might be an undead right next to you. The animal's senses of smell
Gotcha.
are.
Yeah, we should definitely be careful here.
Mm. Not surprised. All right. Teeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where are we going? Which one? Left or right? Forward?
Is there any way to see which one was used more recently, or if there anything has been around here, or one of them more recently, like footprints, or any kind of disturbance of dust or anything like that?
Um, you do see kind of like steps of things that have been there recently. It's not easy to tell whether it was just like some of the zombies shambling through or something else. Um, you do know that you've also encountered undeads that were incorporeal and would not leave traces, physical traces.
All right. Well, I think we place towards the stairs.
I don't see a better option. As long
Hey,
as
that's cool.
there's no barrier to keep us.
Hey,
All right, Rebecca, and then he just makes his way.
It is useful that he does that, though. I mean, when he does it, it
hey.
means that the rest of us don't. And I think as long as the two of us are here with him, and we don't have to worry about the other two, at least we can keep him from dying.
Hey.
Yeah, yes.
We can do some emergency medical stuff if we need to as well.
Just let him punch every door and see what comes out. Um,
Y'all talk about me back there.
o- Only nice things, Carver. It's fine. We're talking about
Hey.
how great your butt looked from back here. Have you been doing squats?
Oh, I mean, I added it to the routine lately. Glad you noticed.
It-
It just keeps walking,
Hey,
but he's like
it's working
swinging a
for
little
ya.
bit now.
It shows.
Strutting now.
Bitch, I'm bad.
Very good. So we're letting Carver lead the way up the stairs. I'll take the rear, just because if something does attack us from behind, I
Yeah,
can
you will.
probably... Yeah, I'm gonna take the rear. Just because if something attacks us from behind, I have way more armor than everyone else.
Lionel and I
yeah.
will be right in the middle of this.
You get sandwiched between the orcs, okay? Oh,
Dork
his face
sandwich.
frowns. An orc sandwich. A dork sandwich.
A dork sandwich,
A-
yeah.
a
Deliver
dork?
dork sandwich.
A dwark sandwich. Alright.
Speaking of sandwiches, one
With
more
some
time. I'm so
bear.
sorry. I'm gonna go grab my sandwich.
Go get your sandwich, it's fine. Like, man. So, I wonder how Critical Role's doing tonight. I couldn't help it.
Actually,
How many sandwiches they getting on stream? You get the personalized. You get the real stuff here. You get people getting sandwiches like a real game.
Like a real game. I'm
Oh.
already out of whiskey, so I don't... I needed it for earlier. Hey, you got your sandwich, boo? Take us... It's just...
He can't see it.
Oh my god, no! It just
So, I mean,
It's
honestly, correct.
It's a ghost sandwich.
It's a ghost twitch. I got a cough, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's no dork, but it'll do.
It's no dork, but alright. So Carver, if you see anything up ahead, let us know, okay? So that we can help you. Or just charge in with Rebecca and we'll pick up your mess. Whichever.
Yeah, well, you'll know as soon as I see something. Let me know as soon as I see something. TM, do I need to roll like a perception or something?
yeah, if you want to do a perception to look around,
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm feeling like it.
So,
Like, I guess.
yeah, I feel like it's a little bit, yes.
Perception. I forgot it too. Pathfinder.
Five square.
Perceive.
Hold on. Let's do things that I do. One moment.
Take your blood curry for that 3 sub. Tell us whether you give us that natty. Whoever doesn't have one that's on
No.
this particular group.
So
Rob, you don't have one. Rob gets a natty. Not counted the DM, of course. Yay. Yep, Rob didn't have one, so we gave it to Rob.
okay. You do not see anything as you ascend up the stairs and find yourself starting to enter what looks like an opulent throne room, even more so than the rest of the palace.
I walk to the throne to take a Sydney, because that's...
Carver, that is a dead man's throne, not whatever. What's in this room?
I'm alive, man, and I want to put these glorious buns on that chair.
You do. Hold on. Well, you have given me wonderful poison. something rise up behind you, and then you hear a scream.
Male, female, child, inhuman, like
Uh,
what is screaming?
Inhuman but male.
Male, inhuman. All right. From what direction?
Directly behind. As
Up from the stairs?
no. From behind Carver.
From behind Carver. Okay. Carver, you should probably fucking move.
There is a creature that walks, or that you can see.
I fucking move.
Hold on. No.
Bye.
No. You don't. Unfortunately, you do not get a chance to.
As you die.
'Cause we'll roll-
No.
Never move again.
No.
The
In
end.
the end.
That's the end of the story.
That's it. We're done.
No,
We have 3
but
episodes
I-
left without Carver. Like.
I have one question. How well maintained and or shiny do you keep your armor?
I mean, I literally just bought it.
Keegan?
How like maintain? I mean, it's not. I don't like really care about if it's shiny. Like that's not like where she is. Like she's there, and literally, she also literally just got the armor that she has right now. So she probably buffed it a little bit, but not like she's out adventuring. She's not at court. Like she has her courtly. There's adventuring armor that's like, oh well, it's scuffed, and then there's like court armor where it's like I have to look as best as I can. That's not what she's doing.
Okay,
She's not looking
so
the best that
not-
she can.
Not like
She-
shiny reflection.
She already has enough attention to the fact that she's beautiful. She doesn't need like.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
just because of a very specific thing I had to ask. is
Gotcha.
it was, like shiny like this. But I do. And it is unfortunate that it rolled only a little bit higher than you. I do need everyone to make a will save.
What does this thing look like? Like we like you didn't even describe what it looks like to us just yet.
I'm about.
Right.
This is just from the shriek.
Flannels. So
Okay,
good.
this is from the Shriek. Okay.
Yeah. Flannel, that is a critical pass.
Tegan got an 18.
Tegan, that is a fail.
With an 18? I hate this game. I hate.
Carver, that is a me.
Okay.
So, flannel.
So meet
is
it, beat it, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Meet defender wins.
Okay.
Flannel is unaffected. Carver, you are frightened too. Denick and Tegan.
Are we just noping? Or we're like, you know what? We could go. Carver can handle this.
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
You are frightened too and paralyzed for 1 round.
Okay. Why?
Just be
Wait,
glad-
so Felino is also frightened on a critical?
No, just me and you. Me and you.
No.
Yeah.
He's
That's what I thought.
unaffected by it completely.
Yeah.
But
I'm also frightened.
But not paralyzed. You and I are frightened and paralyzed.
Great.
Right.
Okay.
As you see a very paste it here and then hope it doesn't go. Okay, it went to the wrong layer. Open layer. There we go. Shift Z.
I'm like on the edge of my seat. Oh, okay, that thing. Okay. I see. Guys, this is what we see. I'm gonna put it in chat. This is what we see. This lady. It's terrifying.
I will. I can post a full picture in chat.
I just did. I did the token. We're good. Mama got it.
But I got a DM. I have to do this real quick.
So I'm guessing since I'm just frightened and not paralyzed, if I can move now, because I was saying I was leaving the chair, I just kind of make a mad dash towards Tegan and my buddy did it. You can try and pick him up and get him the fuck out of here.
The question is, do you lift with your knees and pick one of us up bridal style?
I used the lessons that I was taught.
The thing about it is.
Full circle.
Hold on.
Okay.
But there is that is the wrong button. There's that. As it looks at Carver with extra hate.
Yo, she don't
And
like
it
you.
says- well, it looks female, but it actually is male.
Okay.
I can't.
Yo, he don't like you. Like, is this your ex? I was about to.
And it,
Rebecca!
Rebecca's revenge.
looks at Carver and it says, "You killed me, Carver. Now I shall return the favor."
Is this the guy you
I
dropped?
mean, you're gonna have to be much more specific. I killed a lot of people.
Orcs are very aggressive.
Very aggressive.
That will be the next emote if I can ever make that sub point. I think it's like 75 or something. So
I mean, between me and all of you, I killed somebody on the way out. If you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
Poor little elven girl didn't know what was coming.
Oh, really?
Delivered.
And then they kind of pull aside like the coat that they're half wearing, and you can see like Carver Sykes' footprints in its chest.
How did he get all the way here? That was.
I don't know. I kicked them further than I thought.
I mean, I'm paralyzed. I can't go anywhere, so I'm just like, how did he get all the way here?
I told you, you gotta think outside the box sometimes.
Obviously. Are we rolling initiative?
Didn't know you meant kick them out of the box.
I mean, you could not try and fight for your lives. It's fine.
I mean, there's only one person here capable of fighting for a round. I need to know. So I think we need to at least have initiative for the round so we can figure it out. It's undead.
Yeah.
Tegan's gonna fucking fight it. like,
Good God.
what? What?
It rolled really fucking well.
No one's capable. What? Pathfinder, you. did roll incredibly well. Well, Carver, we're paralyzed, so come on, Flannel. We're gonna depend on Flannel here.
Yep, it's just flannel.
I got a 22.
Okay. All right. Well.
I mean, this Revenant is leaving me with no other option than to kick this motherfucker directly in their chest again.
The exact same spot. Make sure it's weak as there.
Your punk ass come back to life. Catch more of these size 13s.
Listen, everyone knows that revenants are vulnerable to full circle damage, where
I mean, you came back from the dead just to get your back blown out. That's ridiculous.
I think the Revenant is going to do something first, but when he's done, you can try.
I mean, let's go.
Alright.
I am. Hold on.
I mean, I have no doubt that this is probably a TPK, but
And then we have to, like, make new characters for the finale, new heroes to join.
Hey.
I mean, this might be the quickest anybody's been made a widow, is all I'm saying.
There's something.
We're having a good time. Don't worry about it.
I know. Okay, I had to change some for what I wanted. So there's that. I'm going to we'll take it first action at least to move beside Carver, because that's its object of obsession, and it's going to make one claw attack with Carver. But I don't think that's gonna hit you, my friend.
It does not appear to.
No.
Like, I've only got one goal this entire fight. I don't care about killing this monster. I don't care about surviving this monster. I don't care if my teammates make it. This fight ends for me when I put my boots in the motherfucking chest.
because it missed, it's going to try and attack you again.
Makes sense. It tracks.
But with a -4, I do not think a 15.
No, that does not hit.
So that is its turn.
Who's after that? Oh, that's they're Tegan is paralyzed.
Hold on. She's paralyzed, but she does have the choice to take mental action if she so wishes. Wait.
I don't think there's one that really helps us, though, right?
There is actually.
Oh.
Recall knowledge.
Oh.
Ooh.
Recall knowledge is a mental action that you can take that allows you to attempt a check versus a set DC for the creature that will allow you to recall or gain knowledge on it. It is a mental thing, so it is something you can do while paralyzed if you would like to. If not, you take your turn.
So that's you, Val. You can basically try and
recall
remember
knowledge on this
about...
guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's an undead creature, so that's not a bad idea for me to do. Should I go ahead and do occultism? Religion? Okay.
Most, like, undead and thieves.
Gotcha. Religion's better than a cult, so it's fine. I am just kind of scared. It's undead.
Yeah. You can try again. Though it's something that if you want to try again, you can be known for. The more you try and think on it, concentrate on it, the harder it gets.
Yeah, you know what? We'll just try one more time. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. 17.
Yeah. You indeed know that it is a revenant.
Okay.
That it has an obsession. That its entire existence is to kill the thing that murdered it while it was alive.
Well, it's going to go after you, sir.
And that the best you know is that if Carver were to die, it would the revenant itself would die right after.
Oh. Do I know if the revenant can be killed with Carver alive?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can kill it. We just gotta
it can be killed by it's either that it it can be killed. It's just the easiest way for it to die.
Is to kill
More
Carver?
than likely is to let it kill its obsession.
Well, she's not going to allow that to happen.
Got it.
But anyway, that's my turn.
Alright, cool. Carver.
Alright, I'll rage. And then Rebecca.
21.
Mm-hmm.
That is a hit.
And I think I have a nat 20, right? Yeah.
You definitely have 2 of those.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do.
Yeah, then my next attack is going to be a nat 20 as well.
Alright.
Okay.
39 damage for the second one. 40, so 51 damage total.
I think you don't add like the damage and the critical
Yeah, it's
damage.
just the normal.
It's just the
never
2 normal
mind then.
criticals. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's still 50 something damage. Like
42.
36.
26 plus
30.
Oh, 12. I was thinking the first one was a critical for some reason. I gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm herp
30.
derp. Gotcha.
Although, wait, is the rage bonus in there or no?
Oh, no, probably not. So rage bonus.
Hold on.
Your rage bonus is plus
Yeah,
6, right? It doesn't get
yeah.
doubled, but
Yep, it's 6.
Actually, on the critical, it does get doubled. Because even modifiers get doubled on the critical.
So 6 and plus 12.
Yeah,
30,
adding in another
42.
18,
So 48.
30 plus 18 is 48. 48 plus 12 is 60.
Well, that's not bad at all. I don't think.
Rebecca! That's
Yeah.
my turn.
No, you deal crap tons all damage to it. It doesn't like that. Dennick, would you like to try mental action?
sure. I will.
I don't.
Hmm?
I'm looking up mental actions.
Oh, okay.
Something different.
Captain Otter just hanging out,
Um,
frozen, paralyzed, unable to do anything.
well, Well, no, because paralyzed. You can. Hmm. Uh, technically. Eh. Body is frozen. Can't act except for recall knowledge and use only your mind. So, I mean, if you want to give, because I'll give it to you, the bonds that you have with Flannel, if you want to try and give him like a subtle kind of thing that doesn't require
Do
yeah,
the
pretty much.
third.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh no.
That, however, is a miss.
What? For real?
40.
You're muted, by the way.
You know, as you do. Just 2 nat ones in a row. 'Cause why not? Why not?
Why not? Your bear is having the two people that can hit things. One of them didn't at all. Like, all right, homeboy's next. Oh lord.
Might want to fix your health, Carver. Oh yeah, we never leveled you up either.
Did we not?
Don't remember doing it because you came in late. Which, understandable. So
Yeah, you're level 3,
Yeah,
Carver.
you never
Just
got it.
to let you know.
Oh, good.
I'm fixing it. for
Sorry.
you. 53 minus 7 is 45.
Are you down?
Oh, no, I'm not.
No, I was minusing the force damage you took earlier. And
Yeah.
we'll have to talk about the stuff you took for your level later.
Okay.
And actually not forget.
We got time.
Nice, man.
Alright.
Yeah, the last half of this doing, because I forgot about it.
Okay.
Completely forgot. I didn't even check what I was trying to check.
I mean, you clawed the shit out of Carver.
It happens.
It's potentially not. That only barely hits. For 7 because of your resistance. With your rage. So you take 7 and then it grabs you. And
Uh-oh, Rob! Oh no, Rob! Rob!
it is going to then use its third action. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Wait, no. That was its first. No, it uses its second and third action to constrict you. I need you to make me two fortitude saves, please.
Okay.
I believe in you. I don't.
That is a pass and a fail.
I use a 20 on the fail.
Okay. Then let's see. The first one's a pass. The second one's a fail. So you take 5 points of 4 points of bludgeoning
Mhm.
because you have physical resistance. And that is its turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So 4, 7, 11 points this time.
Cool.
Barry, while we're here, Barry, thank you so much. Welcome back, fam, for that sub. Please let us know where you're gonna gift a nat 20 or a nat 1 to. One of our players just dropped up there, but he is capable of giving them to as well, fam. Thank you. Who next?
You are. It's your turn.
Me. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm no longer feared or paralyzed, but the round's over, right?
You are still afraid. You are still fear 1, which reduces your attack by 1. But other than that, it's gonna end this turn. At the end of your turn.
Okay.
Everyone's fears are done by the end of this.
Okay, but I'm not paralyzed anymore, so fear
Yeah,
affects
correct.
my attack. But
By 1. By the value, yeah.
by the value. But I'm gonna. All right, how far away is this Revenant and Carver from me?
10 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna bull rush this motherfucker, and I'm gonna bitch slap it across the face with a lay on hands.
Okay. That's a 42 points.
Because that's what paladins do to freaking revenants. Okay? Like, what? No!
Nice!
Come on, buddy.
The DM dice. I tell you, DMs like have lucky dice.
Ah, that is garbage. Hot garbage. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna hold up my shield because I don't like the way this
Alright.
looks. So those are my 3 actions, since I couldn't bitch slap this asshole with any, because
You
nothing.
did. It's like it laughs at your pitiful attempts to harm it.
Oh, fuck you.
It's like I'm only here for Carver. Don't get in my way.
Understandable.
And then Carver, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do the thing again. Rebecca.
Yes.
Let's... Rebecca and Rebecca.
Ooh. Let's see. Okay, so the 18 with the minus penalty is a miss. The 29. Look at something. Is with the minus penalty is just a meet, but by standards it is increased to a critical hit. So therefore, plus, ooh, owie, 42 plus 12 is 54.
55.
55. Oh, goodness.
No. 42 plus 12, 44.
44. Wait, you said 42 plus 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 54.
50. Yeah, that's right. My bad. Not
Okay.
55.
Math wars.
Did good some math, I promise.
So just kind of a quick update, from Rob. His apartment internet is doing weird. He's in a new apartment, so, if he's not back here soonish. We just might have to call it because I don't think that we can really take on a revenant by ourselves. Like, with just the two of us.
I will tell you this. It's not looking good.
It's not looking
at
good.
all.
Right.
Carver has dealt a shit ton of damage to it.
Basically, so like.
I mean, at least,
No, like,
at
the
least
two
that,
rounds
at least that,
he
yeah.
was critted each round.
Right.
Granted, one of them was a gifted 20, but
Mhm.
either way,
That still counts.
He has dealt, yeah, 114 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's... You are a big boy with good buns. Like...
I did it because
And
you complimented my cheeks.
I was gonna say, and he has an unfair advantage on all of the party.
Mm.
He's the only one with a magical weapon.
This is true.
Excuse me. It's not COVID, I promise. I am
That
well
is a
isolated
cough,
in the
not
Great
some
White North. Americans, stay out! Alright,
Boy,
whose turn?
it would be Dennick.
Could Dinnick do anything right now?
He's
Yeah,
fear
he's
level 1.
unparalyzed.
Yeah, so he's not
He's
paralyzed.
still fear, but
I mean, Philanel's there if you want to roll attacks for Philanel, because I think he would definitely tell Philanel to do shit. I think that's the safest route.
I'll
So,
laugh hard until the flannel gets the kill.
He's gonna go ahead and I gotta let's see. Flannel.
Even though
go
I'm
first,
afraid,
fine.
I'm gonna have Dinnick go and tell him to attack.
You're doing these
is
accents really
that-
nice.
Thank you. I've
You're
been practicing a
welcome.
little bit.
Just same as well.
Definitely gonna hunt it first.
Okay.
I know how ranges work, kind of.
We do what we can, Liddy.
Hey, I'm always Team Ranger. Let's be legit here. Like, I don't care what version, Team Ranger all the fucking way.
And then, sure, Flannel will take an attack.
Go, Flannel, go.
I believe.
Go, Flannel, go.
I believe in you, buddy.
Flannel!
Get the kill. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
And Flannel jumps up, bites into its neck, bending it down, so that Carver can kick it in its chest one more time, as the chest recaves in, and it is destroyed. Because
Excellent.
Carver, after dealing 114 points of damage, has literally left it.
With
Ah,
1
what the fuck I'm talking
HP?
about.
Jesus Christ.
with
Well,
1 HP.
that is,
When I kill you the first time, try and have the decency to stay dead, so I ain't got to do it.
there is, like, just this look of disappointment on Tegan's face because she did not get to, as the party paladin, did not get to do anything to this undead. Wasted her one, like, spell ability on it to bitch slap it. And it's just, like, lowers her shield and is like... Fuck that spider
Sometimes
sometimes.
it ain't so much about the gods as much as about just putting your boot into a motherfucker's chest.
Do you want to... I do suggest you step on it again. Like, do you need some help? Do we need to crush its skull so it just has nothing to re-manifest?
I mean, it would be my absolute pleasure to stomp a mud hole in this son of a bitch with you.
Yes, alright. I'm going to take my shield and I'm going to decapitate it with my shield and then you crush it with your boot. Do you understand?
Yeah, just
Um,
fucking river dancing.
Fuck yeah, let's do this. And I'm gonna decapitate it with the shield. Just so mad.
That some bitch ain't coming back for me again. I'll tell you what.
Just tear off all of its limbs so it can't even walk without the head. Because if it doesn't have a head, it probably can still walk. So let's just tear its arms off and its legs. Like,
that
Rip them apart. I was having a good time sitting in that throne. I was trying to pretend I was a cave.
just ruined. I mean, technically, Carver. No one has claimed these lands, and we are here taking out all of these undead.
I mean, that chair was mighty comfortable on my cheeks.
We do know a very good dwarf who is very good at building things, and I'm gonna look at Derek, who is probably still trying to get over himself right now, who will hopefully be back shortly. I'm in contact
Just a
with
little,
him on Discord.
just a little bit afraid, but it's okay.
And just like be like, we could just make this your kingdom. I don't. No one has actually, like, we take care of whatever's in that tower. You go and we go get your little barmaid elf and be like, hey.
Thera, darling, I miss her.
Yeah, Thera. We go get Thera and her the national food is cheese sticks.
National food is cheese sticks. That's
national
going to
food
be
is
the best
cheese sticks.
kingdom of all time.
And you get to make her
I
your
will
queen,
say-
and you get to make little quarter orc elf ruling children, and we will take this place over. How to tell? Benevolently, of course.
Have
I will say
babies.
that
Make some babies. I'll catch them. Maybe it's yours. Sorry, Spirit. We're role playing to like to fill in the time.
it's so good that that's why I was just like, I'm letting this happen.
That's just
But
let it happen.
you do know that yeah, I will say that you do know Ravenets themselves are maybe one of the non-evil undead.
So
They rise not out of a sense of cruelty or hatred for the living, but for the need to for vengeance following a deep betrayal.
what did you do to this man for him to want to, like, other than kick his chest in, like previously? Why did you kick his chest in?
Oh, I was trying to leave my wife, who was part of the gang. She wanted me to keep doing the killing, and I didn't want to kill nobody no more. I used to work with them. It was a partner of mine, and I told him I was gonna go off to a land and try and be something other than a killer. He tried to stop me, so I put my foot and stomped his goddamn chest in.
I wonder, because we had to take a boat to get here. Did he just walk at the bottom of the ocean because he knew this is
I'd
where
like
we
to
were?
imagine that I kicked this motherfucker so hard he left another goddamn continent.
I don't think that's how it works. I think he walked at the bottom, or he stole away, and was. I could have, like, if he was spying on us. I'm sorry, Carver. I was so concentrated on getting a dress to meet the king, and your love life and catching babies that I did not do my one job, and that is to make sure that there are no undead after us.
It's fine. I mean, really, I didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming. It happens, but as things like this pops up.
How does he even get ahead of us? That's what's confusing. He must have walked across the ocean. Like, how did he know that we were going to be here? Did he spy? Is he in cahoots with Richard? Oh, look, there's Robert.
My baby boy. He did it. Like I knew he would. Like we all knew he would.
You do know. I will say this. You do know that revenants are. But I give you piece by piece, but they're bound to their murderers. They may not know the exact distance, but they know the general direction. If they can sense their murderer.
So this man went and, like, walked to the bottom of the ocean and just like from an opposite direction and just got here, like to
Yep,
come after Carver.
They have a chance to sense their murderer as long as they are on the same plane.
Carver, this is why you have to stop murdering people, because they apparently come back as revenants and cause problems for everyone. Are you okay? You might. Are you? Do you need heals? I wasted mine bitch slapping this thing.
I'm a little scuffed up, but I'll be alright. It's just a flesh wound, really.
Alright.
So, Carver, I'm afraid that this hasn't really learned you a lesson.
Mm.
Like, have you learned something today?
Yes.
Okay, what'd you learn?
I gotta give myself more distance so I run faster and kick motherfuckers in their chest harder.
No, that would just... See, Carver, here's the thing. If you could do that, more of those things are just gonna come after you. You realize that, right? Come on. There's something... I can see just a glimpse of understanding. Come on.
But if I give myself more distance, then maybe I can kick the soul out of their body to the goddamn chest.
You did, and the soul turned into an undead that just wanted to kill you. There's no scenario, I don't think, where you drop kick someone to death and they don't come back to kill you. I don't think there's a way to do that safely in that manner.
Goddamn, I think you're right, Danny.
Thank you.
From behind Carver.
Tegan, can you bless my boots so that when I kick motherfuckers to death, they soul goes to hell?
Tegan, I don't know if that spell exists, does it?
Definitely.
It just, that kind of magic's just too powerful.
It definitely does not exist, and if it does, Carver, it is embarrassment to admit, but I am not a strong enough paladin in my belief system to be able to create such a thing. You would have to hold off on drop kicking other men until
I will have to protect Tegan.
I'm not going to drop kick ladies. That's just disrespectful.
That or definitely the wrong alignment to be condemning people to the hells.
well, let's see what's in this room.
Is it because I murdered them, or is it because of how I murdered them? Because that's not really even the most humiliating way I killed a man.
Yes, it is.
I think it's probably both.
Combination. Because
I mean, one time I
legitimately. It's because it was murder. Because not self-defense, not murder. Defending the innocents from dying, not
Feel
murder.
free to drop kick people in self-defense, Carver. do that all you want, but only in self-defense.
Only in self-defense.
Listen, with great power comes the ability to create revenants that will come back and haunt you and kill you and the people you love.
I mean, I'm surprised that Thalos the Revenant. I've killed people in much more humiliating fashion than that.
What's the most embarrassing way? Should we even know?
I tickled a man to death.
How'd you do that?
I didn't think it was possible. I just didn't stop. His eyes were on the back of his head and stopped breathing.
I'm pretty sure they're in the middle of it. I don't think this is humanly possible came out of his lips just before he died.
Yeah, you know, here's the thing for me.
I mean, he died giggling to death. If there's...
I definitely think a revenant came about because of that, but I think I'd be too embarrassed, you know, to show my face after that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be embarrassed.
I just don't know. Here's the thing. Revenants, I think, are because, you know, when someone's murdered, their soul wants to get revenge. I don't think there's any bouncing back from that. I don't think any amount of revenge can, like, make that right.
I dribbled a man once. Just threw him on the ground. He bounced up, so I threw him on the ground again.
Did he survive?
Not the fourth time.
Oh, Carver.
So you did this 1 through 3 times. Tegan is looking
Ow.
around the room for as like
Denick needs a minute.
Denick can handle this conversation. Tegan is looking around this room for any fucking clue about that goddamn fucking tower. I'm going into my just natural accent right now because that's how I fucking talk when I'm just making a point. But Tegan, she's going to look into this right now.
I mean, one time I made a man punch himself to death. I
Oh.
did the quit hitting yourself thing, but you
Hey.
know, to death.
Okay, Carver, was there a reason for any of this? Were you just wandering around and just finding creative ways to kill people?
Well, I mean, I was paid to kill people, and after a while, you get bored. And if you're gonna do anything, put a little creativity into it. I always say.
Ah, I see. Well, that's certainly...
I fist bumped the man so hard that his spleen came out of his neck.
That doesn't make any... As someone with medical knowledge, that cannot be possible.
I didn't think it was possible either.
No, like, there's got to be another reason that happened. Because there's no way... Like,
You don't
impact
think it's
on the
possible
fist...
for like shockwaves to
Nah,
cause
okay.
such a thing?
I said pound it, and then his spleen came out
Okay.
of his neck.
That can't... No, Listen,
It happened.
Carver,
I swear.
Here's the
I
thing.
swear to God, and whatever baby that he's
I
got to catch
believe-
that happened.
Listen, Carver, I believe you in so many things, and we are on the polar ice cap of my home, fighting undead. The fight it just fought my pet bear, just killed the revenant of the person who drop kicked to death.
Yes.
But magic exists, and there are gods, and I cannot believe.
Yes.
I cannot believe that you fist bumped someone and their spleen come out their neck. That is too far. That is too far.
That is out of the realm of his imagination.
Me and a world where that exists cannot coexist.
I once thumb wrestled a man so hard I left him in a coma.
See, that one's sure. Sure, but the other one, no, I cannot.
I arm wrestled a man so hard he got a heart attack.
Okay, it was pretty old.
No, he was fresh 19. It's that old for humans. I lose
No.
track.
No, that's not old at all.
I got a lot of evidence, I'm guessing.
Carver, you've given me a lot to kind of process. This is a very difficult conversation for me, not going to lie. I didn't realize this was going to be.
Oh.
It's just, there are medical facts about people. I've studied them, that's why I can, heal. But the things you're saying, they defy all of them.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just gonna sit down and pet my pet bear for a bit.
Where there's revenant goop all over him because he murdered it. Carver, it is a good thing that we have redirected your life. Because...
Yeah, that's why I quit the murdering business. I mean, after you tickle a man to death, you really kind of just reach the pinnacle of your creativity.
Was the man that you tickled to death related to any form of the matter of the man that you drop kicked to death?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. They just pointed and said that guy should die, and I was like, okay.
And so you tickled him to death.
I mean, he had to die, and at the time, me and Rebecca were still together, and the axe it's easy work. There's no real mastery, no real art to it.
To
It's hard
tickling
get
someone
back.
to death, you don't think that there is an art to tickle? Because I will put to you, that's not the normal way that we kill people. Like usually,
there's definitely an art.
Did he have asthma? Is that what happened? Did he have asthma?
I don't know what happened.
Breathe
I just
because
know
of the
that.
laughing.
I mean, you think it's easy, but it's really quite difficult.
I do
'cause you
not
gotta-
think it's easy at all. That's the point that I'm getting through. Like, how
okay,
did you
well-
learn such a thing? Who taught you how to do that?
I mean, it's just like you get these people, you can do whatever you want. So I'm just like, I'm gonna tickle you until I feel like stopping. Dude, he was giggling
How long
adorably.
did it take? For science, I
3
need to know this.
3 hours.
So you were able to tickle the man for 3 hours.
Yes.
Did that have any negative effects on you? Like, did you?
I mean, psychologically, I still hear his giggles to this day.
That's the Revenant there. That's why there's no Revenant. That's because it's just right there.
It's just the giggles for the rest of your life. So
I mean, sometimes I hear laughter and I just go blank.
Was their name Tasha?
Hey, that was good.
I mean, how did you know it was hideous what I did to him?
You tickled someone to death. That's pretty hideous. I don't. How else would that be?
It was pretty awful. Pretty awful. Anyway, we should see about
I've been looking around this room
Yeah.
like the whole time until we stopped at that conversation. But
I
we
can
all
go
had to,
on.
like, we still have to get this out of you so that it stays out, and that's why we talk it out, right? So that it comes out of your mouth. It is in the past, and we don't have to deal with it once it is out there, right? You deal with it at the moment, it's over with, and now we move on. You don't have to tickle anyone to death unless it's in self-defense. And then, and so, I'm going to look under this throne.
I understand.
Alright, we are investigating this room for clues. What do we roll, GM?
Perceptions.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, perceptions are a little bit more blanket than two.
Mm-hmm. Because there's no, like, investigation roll anymore. It's just perceptions. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lean over to Finnick and go. That's why I know that I could throw. That's why I know I could throw you in a bar pretty well, because I've thrown a man and another man to death before.
Did they
You
both
say
die?
before you threw a rock through a wall.
Yeah, that was a test to see if I could do it and not hurt the rock. Before, when I did it back in the old world, I was throwing a motherfucker to kill the motherfucker that I was throwing at and the motherfucker I was throwing.
Hey,
Both died, by the way, successfully.
that's what I figured.
Two birds, one motherfucker.
Sure.
I've read that comic strip. We're not talking about the one cup one. Oh, never mind. What's in this room?
We'll never know.
I was like, man, are we gonna be able to fill this entire 3 hours? Oh no, we're fine.
Yeah. No. You do see like. Well, I mean, the opulence of the room, obviously. There is a sort of there's some kind of magic resonance in the room
Okay.
that you can notice. Kind of walking around.
Well, this is the
looking
throne
thoughtful.
room, right?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
the throne room. You are able to see a sort of sigil on the back of the throne, which seems to have remained before Carver sat in it, of course, untouched by the decay around, or like the decay or the destruction.
Okay. I'm gonna wave Dinnick over since he's the local, and ask him if he knows who this sigil belongs to.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's another society check, right?
And I have to
You
pee.
go ahead. Do you have like a dwarven subculture thing as a lore?
No. Although, I think. Oh, no, that's not what it is. No, I don't.
Hold on.
I have courtly graces, but I think that's more for social stuff.
You can give me a society or a crafting if you so wish.
Okay. I think it was my hero point for this episode to. Never mind. I'll roll a 3 again.
Um,
Here, let me see full
the
annual. No.
the uh the work the workings of the rune is intimately familiar. Um, you can tell that it is of dwarven origin and design. Thinking back, you kind of know of a slightly previous, a long time ago, right about when the castle would have been nearing completion. Um, dwarves were not as isolated as they are now. There was a situation that happened that caused out a falling out between the dwarves and most all of the other races. That caused them to isolate themselves off. But there does seem to be some sort of magic enveloped into the runic sigils that are on the back of the throne. You're not
Got it.
sure
So
what
it's dwarven
the
and there's magic.
details.
It's
Yeah,
kind of all I can tell.
yeah. You're not sure the exact details.
Can I? Is there like any dwarvish writing? Can I like look around for any maybe like um dwarven inscriptions that the builders might have put in there?
Yeah. Looking around, you can um find in a off to the side of the throne room. Looking around because you wouldn't really leave any stones unturned. You find a small archive that holds a number of things, plans, instructions, things like that.
2 months,
None of
2 months,
them
and I
really
still
tell
hear
you
Mama
much
Val.
about the
XD
spire, as
blame
it was
Rob.
something that was done more recently. Um, but in looking over it, you can tell that there is something hidden here.
Can I have any? Do I have any idea maybe where something is hidden?
Um, the
No.
best you can tell is that there's something hidden in the throne room itself.
Okay. So I'm not sure exactly that this is of dwarven make. There's some magic in here, and there's something hidden in the throne room, but that's all I can figure out. I think is where we're gonna have to do a bit of investigative work.
Alright, what do you need from us, Dennick?
I think what we're gonna have to do is just do some sweeps. I'll look down low, you look up high, given our respective heights. And if you find any hidden runes, carvings, anything like that, we'll try do our best to decipher them. Look for secret compartments. Look for any of the bricks that maybe have a deeper carving around them, because they might be buttons, stuff like that.
That's exactly what I shall do then. I'm going to start from the left side of the throne, from that wall, and go around and just feel pretty much from like up as far as I can with the bricks, just meticulously looking to see if there's anything hidden along the walls. Another perception, I guess, right?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Since I'm just gonna go with it. You are able to find several different etchings inside the room.
Okay.
Each one of them kind of reminds you of something kind of partially with the throne room, or the etching on the throne, on the back of the throne. You can point them out, working together.
Okay.
It kind of seems sort of like I'll say it. Yeah, it kind of does seem sort of like a puzzle of sorts.
You just hear Tegan say under her breath, I fucking hate puzzles. In Orcish. So probably only
Meanwhile, you see Philano, or you see Dan be like, I love puzzles.
like
Mhm.
just like
And
looks down at you good because this is all to you.
And Carver just says to himself as he sits back on the throne, I love this throne.
It suits you quite well. I think we should claim this. I think it'd be a great
think-
reward for saving this. Yeah.
And then the camera kind of pans over, and Flan's just like back scratching against the throne. Like,
Adorable. I love it.
From what you can gather, from having plans and is that it is potentially a cache of sorts in case things were to gone bad. Why it was never used, don't know.
Did we find treasure?
so did we get past the puzzle, or are we still are we trying to figure out what the puzzle is?
You're trying to, from what you can tell, there's a specific order
Right.
that you're trying to figure out.
Okay. So is this
I'm trying to think. 'Cause I'm not good with setting these up.
This is alphabetical. In Sylvan.
I put in 1, 2, 3.
It kind of gives you sort of a question to puzzle out, and then the trick is finding
The mother was the doctor.
finding the correct wording or phrasing. Out of character.
A block of ice.
Or the salt. Do you need to put the salt in? Is that what it's... Salt block. No? Okay.
I did use enough 20 for salt, so like we got plenty.
We have a shit ton of salt. Our food will be seasoned so well.
Mm,
Like-
if there were 13 to 19 of us, we could be just like the salt team. or if we were young, all younger aged, the salt teens.
I am.
The-
my teens were last time I was in my teens was 2006. So let's just.
It's not.
It's not gonna happen. All right, so this puzzle has to be in a certain order. An order of what? PEMDAS? What?
Carver's not even trying that shit.
Is it color coded? Is it alphabetized? What we gotta do?
So, okay, Carver, I need to make sure. Do you know if there was any kind of spell or curse on the person that you fist bumped? Like,
So their
do you,
spleen popped out of their neck, right?
do you have any way of knowing? Because there had to be some kind of
Just
like,
me
spell.
and them locked it. Just me and them locked in a room.
Do you okay? So you were locked in a room, but do you know that they weren't like cursed before going in the room, or
I
like
mean,
maybe their family like betrayed a witch, and so like they had a curse on them?
I don't know about no witches, but I do know a spleen when I see it, and I know a
Oh,
neck.
so you know basic anatomy. That's pretty good.
I mean, you got to know where to cut.
Sure. I mean, we've definitely learned anatomy for very different reasons, Carver. Although I do also sometimes have to cut, but
Yep.
I learned
Absolutely
anatomy also for different kinds of reasons.
that's the point. We all are pretty well studied of anatomy, I suppose.
I specifically am specialized in the vaginal canal.
Yes, I would figure
Yes.
so.
Mhm.
But I'm sure there's. Anyway, so back. I just because medically, that's not possible.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought.
No, like that's not how that works.
And it happened. I was like, oh man, that's what for the record books.
Like the amount of bones that spleen would have to go through the neck.
Are you
I
sure
missed
you
my-
didn't kick him in the gonads first to maybe
Spleens
cause
cannot
no.
do that.
Oh no, I'm making a point never to initiate murder from nether regions just because I feel like that's mighty disrespectful. If I
Oh, so
kill
there
them.
was a line before you quit the business.
I mean, yeah. You
Was
know,
that why you quit? Somebody asked you to perform some sort of genital mutilation. You're like, no, we can't do that.
Or was it because your face got half burnt off?
I mean, it was because my face got half burnt off.
Right.
For the
I
most
figured
part,
that would be. I figured that would be kind of a pivotal moment in your murdering
Yeah,
career.
that's when I started to go. Maybe I need to rethink things.
I was gonna say I feel like getting your face burnt off at least even halfway is a bit of a wake up call. Like what did I do to get myself to this point, and what can I do to prevent it? Really?
Clearly, he
I
married
mean,
the wrong woman.
I mean, I really started thinking about maybe changing things up when I made that man clap his own shoulders. I pushed his arms inside and to make clap his shoulders.
Okay, so that one's gruesome, but I could see how that could medically happen.
Yeah,
How it's
that was.
technically possible.
It took a little bit of effort, but
You don't say. You don't say.
Did
What?
you fist bump him in the fist, or did you fist bump him in?
Oh
in
yeah,
the-
yes, it was fist-to-fist contact in his spleen without his neck.
Only fist-to-fist contact.
Yeah.
No kicking.
Okay.
Oh,
What was the
there's
other fist
apparently a
doing?
puzzle.
Okay, we have a puzzle now.
I,
The best vamping.
I mean the puzzle is how did I kill that man with fist bump?
Hey. Oh, Dennick's going to know. Dennick's going to lose sleep over this.
but as you look around, you kind of notice, and I'm adapting to this. it is a fairly easy one. I say that, and then I have been stumped by this puzzle before figuring it out like 30 minutes later.
Okay.
Well, we got 30 minutes left, so
Yeah, we're good. We have 34 minutes left.
Yeah, no. It is a fairly simple one.
Okay.
You do see along the wall, that there are, like I said, several things in Dwarvish. Each one seems to be just it doesn't make sense looking at it, but as you like run your fingers over, it lights up in a color. There are 6 pillars in the room, each on, or there are 3 on each side, with the words carved into them. And when you touch the first one, it lights up blue before disappearing. The second one lights up red before it stays a minute. But when you touch green, or the next one, which lights up as green, um, the red and the green both fizzle out. Doing the same, there is on the other side one that lights up yellow, one that lights up orange, and one that lights up violet.
so you said that when we hit the red one, it stays lit up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
For a moment.
All right. Well,
You both got this. I'm going back to the chair.
I'm going to go hit the red one, and then I'm going to. Oh, oops. Going to go hit the yellow one.
As you touch the yellow one, both fade.
All right. I'm gonna go hit the red one, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go hit the blue one. Oh wait, we know the blue one doesn't work. So then the green one.
You saw red and then green being touched, and then they faded. So
I. So yes, then red and then blue.
as soon as you touch blue, they both fade.
Wonderful. All right. All right. Red then violet.
As soon as you touch violet, they both fade.
I honestly just can't do these. Like-
All right.
I swear
Red
he
then
might actually brute force.
red then orange.
As you touch orange, both stay lit.
Aye.
Right?
Right.
Tegan is just like sitting here like watching you intently, like seeing if she can figure a pattern out as you're touching it. Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh if you randomly brute force your way through this. This is gonna
All right.
be hilarious.
Red, then orange, then yellow.
As you touch yellow, I do. Yeah, they all stay lit.
Ooh.
All right. Red, orange, yellow, and then violet.
No, as you as they stay as it stays lit, you don't have to touch it.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go hit violet.
You touch violet next.
Aye.
As you touch violet, they all fade. You have to
Right.
start over.
Red, orange, yellow,
Okay.
green.
You touch green and they stay lit.
All right.
Okay. I'm just like Tegan's like, oh, I think you're going to do it, Dinik.
Violet.
You touch violet and they all fade.
All right.
All right.
All right. Red, orange, yellow. Red, orange, yellow. What was the next one?
Green.
Green. Blue, violet.
Green then what?
Blue.
Green, blue, violet.
As you touch blue, they stay lit, and then as you touch violet, they stay lit before they all flash. And you hear the softest of clicks. Seems like it comes from underneath or around the throne.
Carver's sitting on top of it. So
Yeah. Yeah, as Flannel gets like pushed to the side, as he's like scratching his back on the throne.
I mean, I can get up.
Carver, I think you need to move. You can't. The throne is trying to open, and
All right.
and you're
We're supposed to get a puzzle complete sound bit, and you're preventing it.
Okay,
those very tone bosoms of you are a little bit too thick, and preventing the puzzle from completion. You're a dummy thick, my friend.
On my back.
I'm sure it's not-
goddamn right.
Carver, I'm sure it's not the first time your bosoms been a problem like this.
So he gets up from the throne.
Oh.
Get up, and the throne itself is like sitting on a small platform that are underneath
The platform on the under a throne trick.
and you hear
Classic
the
dwarves.
sliding of stone on stone as it slowly slides to the side.
Alright. I'm gonna just pick up a rock and throw it down the stairs and see what happens.
You hear the sound of stone on stone go.
I don't hear like creatures scrabbling due to the noise.
Nope.
Alright, I think we're safe to go.
Alright, let me go in first this time, just in case there is another revenant. Not saying that I might be able to spot it, is what I'm saying, before, because Carver's ability to...
I mean, I'm certain that ain't nobody else coming after me.
Are you sure? That man you tickled could be very angry.
I'll be.
They could have double
If he
teamed.
were here, we would definitely hear him a mile away. His giggles were hauntingly adorable.
Alright, well, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna take the lead going down the stairs. Do you have orcs have dark vision in this game? I had to take the feat, right?
Yeah. You,
Okay.
As a
So-
half-orc, you have to take the feat at first level, the ancestry feat.
Gotcha.
First level to gain dark vision.
Which I did not take. So, I'm gonna light a torch. Going down.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should go in front because I can see a bit past the torchlight.
And I'll be right behind you. How's that sound? I'll take
Aye.
I'll take the middle. Carver can take the rear and watch ours. We have also been doing squats, Carver. You can admire them.
I mean, I've been looking, but respectfully.
Of course, absolutely. There's no other way to look at the woman's ass. So.
You know,
And that's the tea.
Alright, we're gonna... Danik is gonna take the the lead. I got a torch in one
Do I have
hand.
to? Should I make like a check or something?
No.
Okay.
You descend down. Um. Ooh. Okay. I need you to. We're gonna do. Who's okay? What's the order so that way I know because there are subsequent things that I need people to do.
It's Derek
Me
Folan.
first.
Yeah, Derek
So,
Flannel.
if you
Tegan.
want to be in front of Flannel, that's okay.
Okay, I'll be in front of Flannel. So
So
the
Denick, Flannel, or Denick, Tegan, Flannel, Carver.
and I have a torch in my offhand. I'm gonna be clearing
Yeah.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. Bennett, roll me a 1d10, please.
We can.
7. Okay.
7 ghosts of Carver's past jump out at us.
No. Let's see. I don't need this anymore. Let's see. 1. Two. Three.
So what's going on now?
I have no idea. He's counting, and I'm not sure. We're all just kind of sitting here, like at the edge of our seats. What's going on? What are there 3 of? Please tell me it's gold pieces or magic armor or something.
Something. 7. Roll me, Tegan. Roll me 7d7.
77? That is fucking weird. Okay. I'm trying to imagine what kind of dice. 29.
Okay, so hold on. I need to split screen this for a second. Let's see. We got a 1. This is gonna take a minute, so.
Okay, well we have 20. Like.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there are no other ones. 3. Aw.
I have to say, being underground, it's at least a little bit warmer, especially with the torchlight.
Ooh, okay.
You're muted, Rob.
It's pretty cozy for me.
Do you feel a little bit more at home now that you are slightly not on the surface?
Home's not the right word because I don't exactly miss home, but it reminds me a bit of some of the
Carver.
better parts of it.
Yeah.
Roll me a d7, please.
A D what now?
7.
7.
Okay.
These really strange dice numbers are worrying me. There's a lot of things apparently. That's what. This is a long staircase that we're about to meet. Clearly, our doom.
Anyway, so since we have some time due to this, I can tell. Okay, so the standard. This is gonna take us like a while. Like the standard secret staircase package underneath a throne. Yeah, this is gonna be a big one.
Should we have turned around and gone and got our companions before we decided to go down
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
staircase?
we're a little late on that one now.
I suppose. I mean, no, it's never too late. I mean, going up the stairs are very good for your glutes. I'm just saying.
Here is what you find.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, we already reached the bottom of the
Oh,
staircase. Too late.
Too
Too late. No
late.
going back.
What do we
No going
find?
back.
At
I mean,
the
we've already
bottom,
fought the kicked ghost, so.
at the bottom, you find there are a series of shelves and a couple of, I'll say, like, like things being held. On the shelves, you find a rock, a hat, no, 3 rocks, hat, armor, and 2 really, really funky looking axes. As in, these are great axes that have design of a human skull on it.
Is it just the design of a human skull, or the? Is it a human skull design similar to that of that god with the fly skull that I saw earlier?
No,
Okay,
it seems very different.
very different. So just human skull, like, is it like etched into like the side of the metal?
Just you know, your normal human skull battle axe.
No.
You can't garden variety.
I'm going to
I'll
roll
have to
religion
look
checks. I would like
to try.
to roll a religion check on this etching of these skulls before we let Carver pick it up.
Dual wielded great axes.
Yes.
It is a very nasty looking thing, I will say. You noted, that, let me look at this thing. While it has a human skull on it, it is very odd, with that roll, even though you're not using Arcana. I will allow you to know what it is.
Okay.
You know that these axes that are hanging on the wall are called retribution axes.
Okay.
They are +1 great axes that bear designs of a human skull. It's kind of set in the middle of like the blades, because it's a double-bladed axe, a double-bladed great axe. You know that whenever a creature damages you with an attack, the skull on the axe changes its appearance to look like the face of that creature. Then you gain bonuses to your damage, your next damage roll against the creature before the end of your next turn.
That is incredibly useful. I mean, like, at first I was worried, and now Tegan's like, oh, we could use this. Who gets hit the most?
What was that?
This
I
man.
mean, if we could use it,
You
then
know, it's a +1 great axe, so it's a great axe that has a +1 to attack rolls. And that it's best to if you use it to hit the creature that just hit you.
Okay.
And try to hit them at least immediately as you can on your next turn, because that after your next turn it does fade.
Gotcha.
The effect fades until you're damaged.
Okay. I'm gonna Take this great axe off the wall, just kind of like, well, kind of look at Danik and look at Carver,
I wonder.
and then strap it on my back.
Yes.
Just like,
You go.
if you don't
You
mind.
look real good using an axe.
I look real good no matter what I use, but thank you.
I mean, I love Theodarlin. I mean, I'm infatuated with Theodarlin, but I mean, I was just you picking up that axe, kind of. anyway,
I'm gonna take it back off my back, and I'm gonna be like, "You into this, Carver?"
I'm kind of. You need to cut that out. There's a dwarf present.
I can
There's
go if
another
that's. I can just, leave you two alone for a second.
It's fine. I was not engaged in intercourse with a man who is not told his previous girlfriend that he does not wish to continue intercourse, or at least has stated that he would like a non-monogamous relationship, and she does consent to. So
I would never cheat either. I was just
Exactly.
saying, if anybody were to get me to cross that line, it might just. Anyway, we need to go.
Hey, let's go.
But there's also like armor and stuff here too. Like, so that's the axes. There's armor and a hat here. You said? Can we put
find
the
three
hat?
more.
Is the hat? Does the hat fit the falcon? Is it going to be a falcon
No.
with a tight? God damn it!
You know what? But because it's a fun idea, you find an exact similar hat that looks like a tiny
So,
version. fit for a
obviously-
falcon.
Obviously,
The hat itself looks. It is a dark blue hat that is pointed and has stars on it.
We should probably gather these things to take to Moadid. He definitely would be more in tune to.
So,
Yeah.
There are 3 rocks, 2 retribution axes, the hat, and then
Two
the
of them.
armor. Which the armor I will work on later.
Carver, there are 2 axes we can match.
I
you
don't know
know
if I'm ready
what?
for that kind of commitment yet.
Alright, Danik, have this one. And I'm gonna like put the giant axe.
yeah.
It is +1 breastplate.
Press one breastplate. Okay.
It is breastplate armor.
Okay. Alright, so we got some breastplate armor, 2 hats, and 2 axes. Cool. Well, you see, investigating the castle was not, we didn't get
Not
any
so bad.
clues, but we got some
Yeah.
cool shit.
Hey,
Can I see the hat I want to put on the hat?
Do you just want to wear the hat? You want to wear the hat
Yes.
before we get Moadid? Would you like for me or Dinnick to try and maybe figure it out before you put it on? or
I just want to put
He's
it
just
on.
gonna put on the hat. He's just
Yep.
put on the hat.
Hey.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I'm
It's
going
on the
to.
hat.
I think
Okay,
we should definitely let him have this.
Okay.
Hey Carver, give me a fortitude save.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There you go.
You're fine. It's hard to get on your head because your head's so large. After a minute of forcing it,
So
it
much
does
smarts.
seem to, grow to fit your head
Oh, nice.
without damage to the hat.
Carver, you look like you can be in a musical starring a mouse with lots of walking brooms.
As you head out and head back to camp, the day fades as the camera fades. And this, my friends, is the end of our adventure today.
All right, everyone. Wonderful. Thank you.
Wow.
We did it.
We did something.
We did something. Thank you everyone for coming and showing up, and everyone in chat for coming and showing up as well. You guys were great with your biddies and your subs today. I know I was sliding into some DMs to ask for some lurks, and you guys did way more than that for me, and I love you, and thank you so much. As far as the rest of the week goes, next 7 days. Saturday we got Dragon Age. Monday we're off, Tuesday we're off, Wednesday we are back with some Double the Trouble with Dungeons and Dragons, with my campaign, The Roots Ragnarok, and Rob's campaign, Revenge of the Gith. And then Thursday we're back here, because this is our makeup day. Which I'll end up doing a makeup day for the show that I missed this morning. So here's the thing. Like, Mama slept through her alarm. Or it's not that she slept through her alarm. It's that her phone decided to just not work anymore. And so there was no alarm. So I just slept until 1 o'clock. But it's okay. I needed it. It's fine. We'll be back, and that's what's going on in the next 7 days on the channel. Please be sure to tune in. Everyone else, tell us where we can find you on the internet. What are you doing in the next 7 days? And that kind of goodness. So, Noir, go ahead, fam.
Hello, I'm Noir. I'm a sleepy boy. You can find me everywhere as Noir Enigma. I am Dr. RPG over on Encounter. We had our season finale last week. You can catch the VODs on YouTube. It's a good time. I do other things. Just follow me on all the socials. I'm posting on TikTok a lot more. So yeah, Noir Enigma on Twitter, TikTok, and SoundCloud.
Also, as a reminder, get in the Discord, because we're going to be casting soon, because Nora is going to be running a Monster Hearts game on here starting in August.
It is set in my custom setting of Trouble in the Second City, which is it is a setting in the magical world of Chicago. So
Weird. I don't know. What's that? What's that? Is that made up? You made up an entire fantasy city?
What?
Do they do weird things like dip beef in juice?
it's beef.
Is it moist?
Hey.
It's not beef.
Yes, please do that, you guys. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Rob.
So, hello everyone. I'm Rob the GM at Robbie Rollin on the Twitters. You can find me, of course, back here on Wednesday. But before then, if you just can't get enough of, come join me with the Nerdly Gaming on Twitch for the finale of For We Have Sinned, the Monster Hearts game that I am in as a player right now as the vampire Vincent. So get that so you can get not only see a finale to what's been an amazing show, but also wet your whistle for Noir's, I'm sure, amazing Monster Hearts 2 game in an entirely fictional city, I guess. Other than that, you'll of course find me back here on Thursday, and you can look forward to seeing me as long as you download it in the Not Quite Heroes podcast. We're an actual play 5e podcast at NQH podcast on Twitter for all our links and such. I play an anxious tabaxi named Gale that comes in the night. It's a really good time with some really cool people. So
does he also come in the day?
Depends if he's it depends on where he has to go.
Oh yeah, but it's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrible.
No, I don't. What do you want?
Spirit,
that's me.
Where can you find you on the internet, fam? What you doing?
You can find me over on Twitter at Spiritus Lupus, spelled Lupis, because people are jerks. Not every time not everyone has the same idea, or multiple people have the same idea. Either way, I occasionally on my own channel at Spiritus Lupus, Lupus, and you can also occasionally find me over on Craig DeVaren's channel, where we do our live play, actual play, of Pathfinder 2, set in the custom world of Renaissance.
Nice.
where there's a fancy city called Chicago.
All right, y'all.
But
That that being said, let's give some love over to one of my good friends, his Barbados 00. Really, they are a good friend of the stream. They're playing some Persona 4 Golden, so go give them some love, give them a follow. Yeah, they're a great human. So, bye everyone.